Good morning. Guess I'm up early. Want to just carry the energy over from yesterday. See, I don't see the world as two things. And, well, if everyone's within is apart, shit, how do you ever get there? Is that just like a snap and it's gone? Or is it like keeping somebody on the side all the time and then just going back and breadcrumbing? Or being married but keeping your spouse in the spare bedroom? So I'm gonna do a couple of readings today. Let's just see where the energy is. A quick check-in, shall we? We got this lady with the Vajra and the bell, the diamond-hearted Dakini, who is May Chig, or Machig Labradone. No, Labdrone. Machig Labdrone. I see the light in my own darkness. I face my ego beliefs to feel free. From the day we're born to the day we die, we have to deal with ourselves. And a lot of people project. And, well, that's why they divided the ego in the world between above and below. What's above, what's below. If you're using the mind to discern it. But the body is always there and always available. It can't really hide. And yeah, people are always in hiding. But the trick is not to be anything but what one is, right? Let's see. Oh boy. The Diamond Heart Dakini is backed up by honesty and being who we truly are. In all times, places, states of being, without playing any acting parts. And still being a lot of characters. It's the way to be, right? Always being honest with ourselves and each other. At the same time as, well, spirit always has two voices. So, that's the interesting thing about leaving messages behind. It says one thing one day when you look at it. And then later on, you look at it, and especially if you can read the unwritten word, but the subconscious is always digesting it. That's the flood of what spiritual people's job is to do, is to drown everyone. Not in a negative way, but to make everyone face themselves. And since the ego naturally always tries to avoid or stand on opposition to anything else, then the only way to get to somebody is how? Through ways that seem manipulative, deceptive, misleading, misguiding, playing games, when there is no game to be played. So the greatest way that anyone could flood the world is to be honest. Because then automatically everything tries to posture around it. And to set up a posture around anyone automatically puts everyone in a position. But everyone was already in a position, right? And had another one, and the other person too. Looks like today we're staying in this Queen of Wands energy with diamond-hearted Dakini. A lot of protection energy today. Today is a day of death, which is rebirth, but what dies? And you can't kill anything that is unkillable. It's already dead. But see, that's the thing with the mind. And by killing the person that's in the vessel, one fails at their attempt to beat somebody at mind, especially since all minds are shared. But all bodies are separate. But all bodies are connected through the earth. And all minds are, well, both trapped in their individual containers and shared between their clique in different little groups. Today we're giving honor to the immense energy that's came through the last couple of days of just openness and sharing and spending time in our thoughts. And spending time with our bodies, dancing, or, the word is a body in itself. So every time one writes a word or texts a message, that's a body in and of itself. But it's a body with a mind that is not easy to pin down, and yet is plain as day. So today we're coming in with a very calm energy. The full moon always does that to me, especially since there's the devil inverted Scorpio full moon in Taurus. But I mean, the sun's in Taurus, but the moon is in Scorpio. It's kind of like almost like I picture like here's Johnny, or like an alien busted through the chest, or like a baby coming out of the womb. Only those aren't quite right. It isn't like that. Because every day is a celebration. People tend to think, oh, when we do the healing work, it's just got to be, I got to be perfect. That's never going to happen. And anything that you've ever done folds in on itself. So all the altered states that one has been through, being drunk, high, whatever the case is, all fold the spirit. And if one spends all that time, depending on what they're doing, on a video game, right? Or at the bar, right? It does something to the soul. If one spends all that time on the mind and with their own body and with all the bodies of the minds of the people that they respect, as if there's a 5D club, then it all goes towards positivity. It's all transmuted energy. At the same time as each person needs to remain and keep their own individual position in their own right. So, and if within's apart, well, then the one that's out ain't never out. I sure as hell ain't no rap god, but I don't really have a stop button either. Today I'm feeling this very peaceful energy. Something like, I don't know what to liken it to yet. But we have this Page of Coins energy coming in, where I think today is going to be a day of a lot of listening to messages and a little less talk, a lot more action. Glorfindel comes forward to meet the ring bearer on the road to Rivendell. Because isn't YouTube a weird place, right? Where we capture experiences of all different types, right? Whether we're just taking a selfie video or telling a story or showing, hey, I was walking through the park. This is what it would have looked like if you would have walked with me. Or, well, if you're tuned in, you must have a message. And if your hair is brunette, your message for today is the Tower. That's a good sign. Who says blondes have it better? Maybe they're just easier. Lighten up. If you're blonde, your card today is the Seven of Wands. Being smart and sexy is dangerous. Only because everyone's either too afraid to approach you. Every time you say something to someone and walk away, then everybody wants to talk about you, but while you're there, and nobody says a word. Or it's like you get swarmed, and then you go home alone at the end of the night, and then a bunch of people go home, and they're like, man, I wish I could have got with that one. But nobody ever steps forward. If you're a redhead, today you got the Eight of Swords. No, all those sound like negative cards, but not at this moment. Frodo lies unconscious in the web of Shelob, and Sam struggles to resist her approach. Oh no. Yeah, everyone notices a redhead. But isn't that funny about redheads? There's both ways. There's talking about a fire crotch or does the floor match the drapes? Or, our bud needs a redhead. And then all this talk about, oh, well, what about Carrot Top? In Gingers, were they aliens? Were they weirdos from another planet? Everybody can buy it. Hair dye. But what's better? Is it better natural? Or is it better to put some dope in your hair that sticks around for a couple weeks, but you maintain eye contact, and everyone else is going, did you do something to your hair? Can't look you in the eye. And if your hair's black, oh shit, you get the King of Wands. Good luck dyeing your hair. Theoden's challenge to rid himself of Wormtongue's influence. So I find that fear rules most people's lives. And that's where the advantage seems to lie. In fear. In fear of pushing forward. In fear of what would somebody say? What would anybody think? What if somebody saw me? What if somebody knows? Oh, I want everybody to know. Can they see me? Oh, does it look right? Okay, now I'm going to my corner, and I don't care. It doesn't matter that I'm not taking a shower today. I'm just going to lay in bed and get fat and play my game. But tomorrow, then it's on. When I go out, I want everybody to see me then. Makes you think how reality shows are so missing something real, while they're about reality and not. And reality isn't really even reality, because everyone's avoiding things, or as soon as the camera's on, everything stops. And their mind goes blank, and a character pops out. A character that's not usually there. And when they're there, then there's a character that they're always playing. But the problem with that is, where's the resolution to the character? Unless one is trying to be the same, it's almost a sad joke. But it's a reality of the mind and of a body, of growing. How most people stay the same their whole life. And some want to. They build a character and they're like, okay, now I'm the Joker. But then I want everyone to see me in all my glory in all these different ways. I'm a complex person. As soon as they put themselves in a box. Because everyone wants to be understood and respected. At the same time as Everyone wants freedom. And who cares what anybody has to think or say about it, right? At the same time as, well, we're all connected somehow. And even in movies where the character stays the same, more or less, the character develops throughout the story. And that's one thing that movies try to portray to people that is kind of missing in a lot of people's lives. And self-improvement doesn't just mean, oh, well, I quit this and I picked up that, and this is a positive and this is a minus. And so then now I'm better. The water in the bathtub of life sloshes back and forth on both ends. Usually when we're at our best, then we have the greatest mask on. And when we're at our worst, it might be the same way. But how do we get both of those opposites to double cross and just to go and expand and dynamically grow while not being like, okay, now I'm at work. Yes, sir. Mm-hmm. Oh, hello. Yes, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, oh, good, I'm off work. Fuck. Just want to go get my thing and then go home and be left alone. And then you get to your corner and you're left alone, and then you're just like gone. But you're all there. And I think everyone, that's one of the hardest things in life, that the world is slowly working on bending, because the further back in time you go, the more stuck as individual trapped characters people are. At the same time as you don't know what to expect, because there's 3/4 of themselves that you'll never see or know about because they're hiding. And then that's just a mask that they have on all the time. Today is about the briefest of moments between one ending and a new beginning. So, let's see just where I might leave this reading. Or I come back after a little while, since my coffee's gone cold now. We're left with a reminder that each and every person, regardless, is a pillar of light. There's no sense in trying to imitate another person's light. We can enjoy in it and bask in the tan we get, or in a sense be on the stage together doing two different things, and people going, wow, that's cool, it's an experience, right? But each of us has to stand on our own too, while working together. So in this pillar of light conversation we're having today, each is the pillar of light, and we're working towards building everyone's and each individual's vibration. And each person is their own oracle. And everyone meets throughout the day. Like, the smarter one is, the more every single person I come across, or I'm standing in line and somebody says something to two people up me in the row and says something offhanded, that's probably half the time that's the most important thing I heard all day. I didn't have any choice of who I was talking to, who I was listening to, what the conversation was about. didn't have any hands in the pot, didn't have my face or my mind in it, and the other person was about something else. And the spirit just piped up, and that conversation was going on over there, and then I get the other end that neither of them can see, but is already inner working in their conversation, in their relationship, in their process that had to be worked out loud in public as well. But then there's this extra thorn of information in it that everyone in the room heard and got, but nobody necessarily knows what to do with it or the meaning of it. And I get stuck with all these extra things and the solution to a lot of extra problems, along with a whole lot of what one could call junk DNA. But what's junk if it's in your DNA? It's all relevant. So we have the ever unfolding rose, cracked open. It's always happening for you, not to you. I didn't have any time to prepare for this quick reading, and I didn't want to. But I'll be back after a while. You have a good morning. I'll see you soon.